Hi, everybody. Today is kind of a light day as far as attendees, but again, we do this call I'm Dale Franklin. I do this call every Monday. We call it Mondays with Dale. Somebody on my team came up with that a few months ago and it kind of stuck. So welcome to Mondays with Dale. Why do we do this call? Okay, very quickly, I'll run through my normal checklist of things I like to talk to people about. But the reason that we do this call is, number one, I want us to have a family type atmosphere. I want people to feel that there's a place they can come where they can learn, where they can something stable, something happens every week, something where we kind of the family comes together. I want to keep everybody up to date, with our company. Our company is growing so fast and it's adding products so quickly and it's adding new product lines so quickly that it's important for everybody to be kept up to date. So we want to do that. And we just basically want to keep communication is up to date as much as possible. So again, that's why we do these calls. Now, I talked about communication. Communication, as far as I'm concerned, is the most important thing in this industry. You have to be up to date on what's going on. You have to know what your team is doing. You have to know who's struggling, who is succeeding. You need to know everything you can about your business so that if you're up to date on what's going on, you'll be able to make decisions and grow with the company as fast as the company grows. A few things that if you haven't done already, you need to download. You need to download WhatsApp, obviously a very powerful application in Africa. Also, you want to download the app Telegram, because that's what our company uses for keeping everybody up to date. So if you're on Telegram, all the information, and you're in the Telegram group for My Daily Choice, then everything that happens with the company you'll know about. Obviously, you want to be on Zoom, which you are if you're on this, but if you have friends that are in the business who aren't on Zoom, recommend that they join, okay? Recommend that they get on Zoom so that they can come onto these calls and other calls like this. Most of you are all on Facebook. If you're not, you should be, because a lot of our groups, whether it's team groups or the company itself, all have Facebook pages. Once again, a place where you can stay up to date. And then YouTube. Just be familiar with YouTube. Be able to use it, because a lot of our training goes on YouTube, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes. Anybody that wants to reach me personally through phone, through WhatsApp, through Telegram, any of those type of things, you can reach me at my personal phone number, which I'll tell you right now is 1-802-343-9075. One more time, 1-802-343-9075. You can also reach me on my Facebook page, and that would be to look that up. Excuse me. Obviously, facebook.com/Dale, D-A-L-E, Franklin, F-R-A-N-K-L-I-N .378. So feel free to friend me on Facebook, reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, communicate in any way you feel that you want to talk to me. But I'm here if you have questions, if you have comments, if there's something you'd like to see on these Monday calls that I'm not providing, let me know. I'll be glad to add things. So again, that's you certainly want to be on Facebook, and you certainly, if at all possible, friend me so we can stay in contact. I'm going to share my screen now, because I want to also show you one other place that we stay in contact. And that is, I have my own personal website. It's called dalefranklin.net. Now, the reason I do this, it's not for ego, trust me. It's a place where people can get more information. As you can see here at the top, there's the home page. I mean, we had our mastermind meeting back in May. We did an update on that, so you know what's going on. We have an opportunity blog. We have an area that talks about who I am, so if you want to know a little bit more about me. But the most important thing is this one here called Connections. If we click on Connections, it'll take us down here, and everything we were just talking about, I try to make everything as easy as possible for you to join, to to get on them, okay? So if you want to subscribe to my email list, just subscribe there. If you want to connect with Telegram, connect here or click over here on the Telegram application so that you can actually get set up. The same thing with WhatsApp. You can get on one of my groups here, but you can also install WhatsApp right there. You can follow me on Facebook by clicking here. You can join some of the Facebook groups I was talking about, like the Win Network, which is a huge group of people on our team that start with Chris Robinson, one of our top leaders, and works down throughout his whole team. So you can reach out, you can join that and be up to date on everything that's going on. If you have questions, you can ask questions on that. And there's always somebody there that would be glad to help you. So again, that's very important. Then Win Testimonials is a huge Facebook page that has all kinds of testimonials about all our products. So if you have someone who's wondering whether one of our is having problems sleeping, you can go on there and say, well, hey, we have does a CBD oil or help with sleep, or does we have our sleep spray, or we have all kinds of different things. So just you can look at the testimonials and see what people are saying about our products. Then Team We is a slightly smaller group of our teams that is out of Washington, D.C. area, Maryland area. Chris Bailey runs that. He's actually lives in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, because this business has allowed him to move to the place he always wanted to live. But again, these are really good leaders, really good teammates that you can reach out to and ask questions. Just kind of follow along. You'll be amazed the amount of information you'll learn just by kind of following these groups. Then follow My Daily Choice on Facebook. Click here and you'll be able to get on the Facebook page for My Daily Choice. And then the next one is the one that's my particular favorite. Subscribe on YouTube. Okay, if you click on YouTube, it's going to take you to my library. We have it set for all the videos. And this is going to take you through all the videos that we've created since we started here. And so many of them are, like last week, we had Sonia Line Arsenal as one of our speakers. She's a 500K affiliate. So you're learning from some of the best. Or we're doing different things like HempWorks product training. I did some training on the Mantra line. I did some training on the sprays. We interviewed a lot of great people. Jermaine Johnson, Andre Peters, Cyrus Matthew, who's the general manager for all of East Africa. Great people have been in this business and have succeeded, and it gives you a chance to learn from the best. Here's an opportunity presentation by Chris Bailey. You can click that and show people that you think might be interested. But what I'm trying to get across is there is a wealth of information here, not necessarily my information, but I try to keep people trained on stuff. But again, there's so many people I've interviewed that brings all kinds of new ideas, new ways of doing things that you can listen to and learn. And sometimes it's just a matter of hearing somebody and saying, hey, that guy's just like me and he made it. So maybe that means I can make it, type of thing. So it just reinforces the fact that there's a lot of different personalities in this business, a lot of different ways to succeed. So let me get back out of that. And from there, I'm going to, just one of the last thing I'd like to talk about is, as far as communication, is Jody Levanway, one of my associates. She is posting on most of our groups every day. Every night she posts on what's going on the next day. So you're going to have the ability to watch her posts, and you'll find out, hey, there's an opportunity presentation tomorrow by Adrian. There's out of South Africa. Dale's got his Mondays with Dale on Monday. Whatever the thing is, all of it's going to be posted, so you're going to know what's coming up the very next day, and you can get on it. And she does more than that. She tells you what groups, again, you should join and how to join them if you haven't been able to do it yet. And she lets you know which groups are important and to join. So again, we're just keeping you with a wealth of information. We're trying to give it to you on a day-to-day information basically on a silver platter, so that you can you always know what to do when something is happening, and all the opportunities that you might want to use. So that takes care of that. Meetings, of course, we have this meeting every Monday. We have the Win Network Africa with Adrian. He has meetings every single day of the week, both opportunity presentations and training presentations. So there's a place for you always to bring your prospects. We do three-way calls anytime. So if you have somebody you want to want us to speak to as a third-party presenter, all you have to do is let us know, schedule it in with us, and we can make it work for you. Same thing with Zoom calls. If you want to have a three-way, or you want to have a grand opening, invite 20 people to a call that are all your team prospects, and have us do a presentation for you, we'll be glad to do that. You just have to let us know in advance so we can schedule you in. Then every month, it's usually the first Saturday of every month. This coming month it won't be because of the holidays, but usually every month, the first Saturday of the month, we have a Super Saturday. And Super Saturday is sponsored by Lennon Ledbetter, and it's basically 4 or 5 of us leaders all getting together. It's never more than 90 minutes long. You get to learn different trainings from different people. And the nice thing about that is, sitting there and listening to somebody for 90 minutes, it can be pretty tedious. But if you're listening to 4 or 5 people or more that are each speaking for 10 minutes or so, it's much more enjoyable. It's easy to keep your interest, and I gotta admit, we give you some really, really good training. So that's something you certainly want to take advantage of. So again, that's monthly. Just want to point out real quick, the annual convention is coming up in October in Las Vegas. It'll be October 28th through 30th. I'm sorry, I got the wrong date here. This is an older sheet. It's in October anyway. I'll get you the right date. But it's going to be a phenomenal international convention, and there'll be people there from all around the world. So if that's something that interests you, then let's build your business now over the next 3 or 4 months so you can afford to go. All right, just a couple tidbits of information. I was going to be going to Uganda in the end of July, but they just closed the country down because of the pandemic for a little more longer than that. So it'll probably be later on in the summer or early fall before I go. I am going to be in Ukraine probably the first week in August. So just some things to keep in mind. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some back office training. And I did this about a month ago, but I'm going to be a little more in depth now. And the reason I'm going to do it again so soon is I think this is what I get asked the most about is just how the back office works. And I'll be honest with you, I think that, excuse me, I got a little allergy here. I think that the reason that most people lose most of their teammates that come and go quickly is because we don't do a good job of training them on all the little things, and they get frustrated because they can't remember how to get into their website, they can't remember what was said about the products, and so they just kind of fade away. So the important thing, to me, the most important thing is right after you've enrolled somebody, that first 72 hours, making sure they're comfortable, they're educated, and you keep them fired up. So I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm going to get over here. Okay, when you come onto your website, this is the generic website that everybody gets into when they first get into business. Okay, I'm going to show you where you can change that in just a few minutes if you want to. But again, this is this is your website. This is what your customers see. Okay, so you know when you ask somebody to go to your website, maybe you want to follow up with them and just say, hey, look, here is our website with all our multiple brands. If they want to know more about the company itself, they can click here, and along the top, it'll tell about our story, about our team, awards the company has earned, the Zweigel Foundation, so you know that we are always trying to give back. Then, of course, you have brands, and we have right now the 5 brands with another brand coming on in 2 days, the Hemp Mama, which will be a hemp clothing line. And then, if they want to know more about the business, they can come here and learn how to become an affiliate, about our global events, the markets we're in, everything like that. So, and then of course you can click shop and go out to all the products and shop. So this is what your customers see. Now, from here, and again, I want you to look up here in the upper left-hand corner, and you see this is an account I made for my wife. We call it K5D Enterprises. So when people are signing up, I think one of the number one things I have happen is people call me up and go, I don't know how to get my website. Well, you always, when people are enrolling, there's a point where it asks them for a username, which most people put their name, their full name. And if you do that, you don't put any spaces. So with myself, Dale Franklin, it would be DALE, no space, and then FRANKLIN. Okay. So again, that is going to be your username. Tell your people when they're doing this to write it down, because it'd be amazed how many people forget that they had a username and they forget that they had a password. Okay. So as they create both, when they're enrolling, tell them to make sure they write it down and put it someplace they'll remember where it is, because it's very important. Really emphasize the importance of remembering those things. Okay. So then when they've just joined and they want to get on to the website, they go to again, mydailychoice.com / and whatever they used for a username. Okay. And that'll get them to here. Now they want to go from here. They want to go into what we call the back office, where all the training and everything is. They're going to come up here to where it says login. They're going to click login. It's going to take them to a page like this. You're going to put in your username right here. You're going to put in your password right here, and you're going to click login. Guys, I know that sounds simple, but we lose so many people because they forget those two things, and they get frustrated, and they just walk away from the business because they just feel like it's too cumbersome. So make sure you walk them through that. Now that brings them this page here. And there is, I'll tell you, the wealth of information in this back office is incredible. I have a friend of mine, Barb DeZetis, who builds websites and has done it for companies all over the country. And she says she's never seen a better website than ours. Okay. It's well done. It's intuitive, and it tells you a lot of stuff. This is just the home page right here, but even on the home page, you can click down through, you can find out how to shop, you can get hooked up to your Genius app for the phone. I'll go over that in a few minutes later. You can get an auto ship, you can check your earnings, you can check settings, you can do anything you want right from here. So again, this is just your home page. Now, I want to go to the next one, is dashboard. Dashboard, and again, this is my wife's dashboard, so it's not gonna have much on it because I just created it for her. But again, this tells you can keep track of your teams, both on a binary level and a unit level. You can keep track of yourself, make sure you're active. Your account number is right there. It tells you what rank you are at. Everything you need to know to follow along with your team is right here. And let's see, was there anything else I wanted to tell about that? I guess not. The next one is one of the more important ones, my account. Okay, from my account, number one, and this is going to be important. You're going to want to set up an auto ship. Okay, you guys, if you haven't got an auto ship yet, you need one. Okay, and there's many reasons why. Okay, number one, auto ships are kind of the focus of our business, because if people aren't buying product themselves so they can show it to friends and use it themselves and have testimonials, then it's awful hard for them to sell it. So number one, what an auto ship is a set amount of product bought every single month by you. So you have product that you can use yourself, show to customers. You're gonna have other customers that don't like websites and gonna want to buy it directly from you. So you're gonna need a little bit of inventory to sell directly to people. You may have somebody that ran out of product and needs some more product in a hurry. And if you got it in stock, you can sell it to them while they're waiting for the next order they put on the website. So again, and also you got to remember, you have to be an example for your team. If you don't have an auto ship, your people aren't going to have auto ships. And if your people don't have auto ships, then there goes a lot of your volume. Okay. So it's all lead by example. And again, auto ship, what we recommend is a director pack every month. That way you have 100 BV. It's going to cost you about $150, but you're going to get a lot of sprays. You're going to get 8 sprays you can turn around and sell, and you'll make more money off of those sprays than what it costs you to buy them. Okay, obviously. So again, if you do the work sell 8 sprays every month over a 30-day period, or use some of them yourself, this is the best way to do it, and you never have to worry about not having enough BV to stay active, okay? You need to stay active at the executive level, you need 90 BV. This is 100 BV volume. So again, this is the ideal way to do it. Next is, I want to show you you see here it says, my account says upline. Upline tells you who your upline is, okay? I signed, this is from my wife's account, so her upline was me. And then my upline is Infinite Horizons, and their upline is CEO Lifestyles. So again, if for some reason you got in this business and the person who got you into the business didn't stay around, got discouraged and quit or something, which would be foolish on their part, the way we're growing, but people do it, then you can just go up and say, okay, if Dale Franklin was no longer here, let me talk to his upline and see if he'll help me. Or if he's not around, let me talk to his upline, see if they'll help me. So again, it gives you a lot of different places to go if you need some support. Next is on my account, credit wallet. I'm just going to breeze over this very quickly, but basically this is a place where when you have some of your commissions, you can put those commissions in what we call a credit wallet within the company, and then you can use that money to buy your, like you could use it to buy your auto ships. You could use it to say you had an account, you had a downline who was very close to a new rank, and you want to give him a hand. You maybe would order a couple products from him and pay for them with the credit wallet. There's just a lot of different ways you can use credit wallet to assist you in your day-to-day operations as your team grows. So keep that in mind. Next on my account would be loyalty rewards. Remember we were talking about auto ship? Well, if you stick with your auto ship long enough, you get some serious credit rewards towards additional product. And for instance, let's see right down here. Here it is. The first 3 months of you buying your auto ship, okay, you get 10% credit from whatever you bought. So say you were doing the director's pack and you were getting 100 BV every month, you'd get 10% of that, or you get $10 each of those 3 months towards future products that you could get for basically for free. For the fourth through 6th month, it goes up to 15%, 7 to 9 months, 20%, 10 to 12 months, 25%, and after from the 13th month going forward, as long as you keep buying every month, you're going to get 30% basically credit towards other product. This means you can accumulate product like, well, you can see I've built up product here at my wife's account. We have $433 worth of loyalty dollars, which we can turn around. We could buy an executive pack. We could buy a lot of things. So, and when that comes, that's basically going to be free. We can turn around and sell the product, and all that money goes directly into our pocket. So again, this is a great way to, the company's smart because they want you to buy an auto ship every month, and this entices you to do that. So you can be an example to your people, but at the same time, by giving you these loyalty dollars, you can end up getting even more product to sell for free. Now, remember the one thing is, if you skip 1 month, just 1 month, you go all the way back to the beginning and start all over again. The whole idea behind this is continuity. You want to stay buying your auto ship every month, and you'll be able to get tons of free product. See, next thing, order history. A lot of people call me up all the time and say, I don't know where my product is. Well, if you click order history and go to whatever you ordered it, you can click on it, and you can either print a receipt, you can click on the tracking number and find out where your product is. If you actually, for some reason, it's been too long and something doesn't feel right, you can always call support at corporate office, and you just tell them, okay, this is my ID number for that particular order. Where is it? Okay. So again, very easy way to keep track of your product and to know what you've bought in the past. You see, my wife each month buys her product, and you see that's why we accumulated so much in credit. Oops. Payment options. When you first get into business, you want to set something up so you know how you're going to get paid. Okay. You can get paid with a MasterCard debit card. You can have it paid directly deposited in your bank account, which I prefer that you guys do that. The credit cards sometimes are awful slow at doing things. if you have a bank account, let's have it deposited right into there. If for some reason you feel a little funny about having a new company you just started business with, having access to your bank account, start up a separate bank account just for this. Go to your bank, create a separate bank account, use that as the place for us to direct deposit. If that's the only thing in it, then you don't have to worry about anybody taking anything out of it, right? It'll be just the money for this. And then use that account to buy anything that you're going to buy. So at the end of the year, when it comes tax time, you have all your information in one place, and you have proof of what came in and what went out. So again, this is what I'd recommend, but we have other options. We have you can go with Bitcoin. You can go with what we call a global e-wallet. So there's several ways for us to get you paid, but as soon as you get somebody into the business, you want to get them signed up on a way of doing this, because it takes a little while to get this done, and we don't want them making money and then not being able to get paid. I think that's it on my account. Let me see here. Oh, last thing, settings. Once you get in the business, come to settings and just check and make sure everything is in there the way it's supposed to be. Make sure your shipping address is correct. Make sure if you're using credit card, that's in here correctly. Everything you need is right here. So again, and if you need to edit something, you just go up this little thing here and just click on that, and it'll allow you to edit. So that's it from my account. My team, I just want to bring up a couple things there. When you bring up my team, you got the binary tree, okay, which is going to show everybody on your team, and you can click down to see anybody else you want to see on this. But it also, you can check and see what's going on. For instance, if you just hover over Kathy Franklin and click on it, it now tells you everything about what's going on in her business right this month. Okay, it shows what her volume is on one leg, on her volume on the other leg. Now this is important. I do this to a lot of my people all the time. In this particular case, you can see that in her pay leg, her weaker leg, she's got $1,965 in a binary. Now I'll call her up if it wasn't my wife. I'd call her up and say, hey, if you make sure you have a person active on your left and on your right, and you've already paid for your auto ship for the month, you got the potential for about $300 in earnings that you could earn. So all you have to do is basically get whoever, if you got a couple people that are on your team but they aren't active, see if you can get them to reactivate themselves or sign some more people up. But bottom line, you have one active on the left, one active on the right, and you paid your auto ship, you're going to qualify for the binary commission here, and she would get $300. So that's that. And then on Enrollment Tree is pretty cool because you can track everybody on your team pretty easily. Okay, all you have to do is say, hey, I want to know who's I want to know all my people. So basically you could click down here and click down as many levels as you want, or maybe you just want to know all the people that are higher ranked. So you can go here and say, hey, I want to know everybody who's a 5K or higher and see how they're doing, or 1K or higher. You want to know what's going on this month, last month, next month, and you just click search, and it'll spring up everybody that you asked about, and you can keep track of them. So this is a way to watch, and if you see somebody's doing really well, it gives you a chance to reach out to them and congratulate them and see if there's any help they need. You can reach out. You can see somebody who's struggling, and maybe reach out to them and see if they need some additional training or again some moral support. So again, it's very important that you do this because you're building a team. And the beautiful thing our company is, if you help your people succeed, you're going to succeed. So again, spend as much time as possible helping your team. Next thing is we're going to go to live chat. Now, this is going to be hard for me to explain here with just my wife because we don't have many people signed up with her. But again, this is a new live chat. This would be like doing WhatsApp, but doing it right from the back office. Okay, you can go in here. If this was my account and I clicked on this and I went to group, okay, it would show where she's just seeing John Tran. I would show, about 100 people that are in my direct downline, and I could create groups of as many of them as I wanted. So I could pick 4 or 5 people, click them all out, and when I say create, come on. Oh, I didn't click on that. Okay, sorry. Create. And there we have a conversation going on with John Tran. So I could write a message here, just hi, send it, and it's sent. And now we wait for a response from him. But again, it's a way for you to, you can set up groups. If you have, if you have a certain team that's in, let's say Kenya, and I wanted to talk to all my Kenyan team at one time, I could easily set up a group of just the Kenyan team and reach out to them all at once. So this is something that's really new, and I think it's going to be very important. I mean, they're going to eventually have this set up, Josh said, so that we're going to be able to actually have like a Zoom call with face-to-face chatting. So this is just the beginning of what's going to be coming. Next thing, websites, important. Okay, first of all, we have replicated websites. Now, guys, this is the website that most people, everybody gets when they first start out. And that's a perfect one to stay with. But if you want to specialize in one brand, say that you decide, hey, the nutritional sprays is my thing. Okay, then you can actually change your website to just this one here, which would highlight the sprays. It would still show all the other products. Okay, if you go up here in the top, it'll still list all the other products, but it'll emphasize the sprays. The same thing here. This one emphasizes Mantra. This one does the High Life Travel, and this one does a Cash X. This one does the HempWorks. So again, you can either specialize in one particular product yourself, or you might know somebody that's really into travel, and maybe you'll just send them the link over here, copy and paste this link, put it into an email, send it to them, and they can and they would see right off the bat that you are you have a business that includes a travel portal. So again, this is just something that you can choose to do or not. You can just keep the same generic one all the time. But the next thing here is capture pages. Okay, these are, guys, if you're prospecting and you got people that oh, I'm just checking my notes here. Okay, if you got people that are interested, you think will be interested in the business, then you could easily just come in here, find a capture page that you really like. I use this one a lot for the African market, but you can use this lady over here, which is doing yoga. I use that one when I'm talking to people that are athletic. I go down here when I'm talking to older people that are coming close to retirement. I picked the one here with the gray lady or the gray-haired guy. You can choose what you want. You can specialize in particular. Here's one just on the travel. Here's another one just a Cash X. So you can really pick and choose and customize this to anybody you want to send them to. And all you do is, again, you click on this and copy it on the link for the one you like, and then send it to anybody that you want to send it to via email, Messenger, WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever way that you want to send it to them. You just send it to them, and they will get it. And then what they're going to see, I want to pull this up so you can see that. Okay. Oops, I'm going back here for 1 second. If you see here, say we're using this one here, and we clicked on that one, you see it asks for first name, last name, email, and optional, but you ask for a phone number. So when you send this to somebody, you've got to explain to people that they're not tying themselves into something. Okay, that this is just to get them in and get them a free tour. So you send somebody this link and you explain to them they just need to fill out all this information and then just take a free tour, and it's going to take them to here. Okay, now the reason I wanted to show you this, guys, is if we've all joined, we've probably all seen this before, but there's one thing that, I work with a lot of people from a lot of different countries that speak a lot of different languages. And we have this with subtitles in a lot of different languages, but if you don't tell them about it, okay, and explain how to do it, they're not gonna know what to do. Now, see, right now everything's in English, okay? But if I wanted to change that, all I do is, again, if you hover the cursor over this area, this up here, this here pops out. If I leave it, it's eventually going to disappear. So if they don't know to look, they're not gonna know what you're talking about. So tell them, hover the cursor over the video. You're going to see a CC for closed caption. You're going to click on that. You're going to go up here and you're going to change the language to whatever language you want. I'm doing a lot with Ukrainian right now, so let's do that. And then we just start it up again, and it's going to show everything. I just
My Daily Choice
see
brings
everything at the
together
bottom
the house of brands,
is now
so you can market
in
a
Ukrainian.
diversified portfolio of products and capital.
Okay, so I wanted to bring that to your attention because, again, unless you explain to people what they need to do, it's very simple for people to come on here and go, hey, I don't understand English, and they don't know about the subtitles unless you tell them. They can be frustrated and just leave. So if you're working with people that speak, I know in Africa we have a lot of English, we have a lot of French, we have Swahili. Just make sure that they know that they can change the stuff at the bottom so that they can see in a language that they understand. Okay, so I thought that'd be very important to make sure everybody is online with. Okay, so now this gives you basically everything you need to know about the capture pages and how to use them. Now the last thing here is digital catalogs. Guys, I have so many people that are constantly saying, I don't want to buy anything until I see a brochure. You got a brochure? And so many of my affiliates over time will say, no, we don't really have a brochure. Well, we do. We have catalogs. We have these catalogs that tell everything you need to know about the different brands. If you were going to say that somebody was wanting to do something with sprays, we'll open up this and send this to them, send this link, and this is going to have all the products. It's going to talk about the daily sprays. It's going to give you a little reason why they're there. It's going to talk about a little bit more, and then it's going to break down each one, what it does. Okay, you can see what it does, what it's going to cost, how it helps you, and these are fantastic. These are full color. As you can see, everything's in there. Okay, so when people ask you for a brochure or a catalog or whatever, you just go to these. Again, copy the link, put it into an email or a messenger or whatever you want, send it to them, and they'll be open that up, and they can sit there at their own leisure and read all about the products. So again, so important, and so many people don't really know about these. The other thing I want to point out is if you have these catalogs and you want them in a different language, see here, we have them all in different languages. So you can pick the language you want. There's more languages coming, but right now these are the ones we have to offer. Okay. So again, very important that you have something where people can see what we have to offer. They have it in a language they can understand. Again, I can't emphasize enough how great this website is. From website, we're going to go to training, and here you have a tremendous amount of information that you guys, I mean, anything you want to know. I mean, everything from the individual products to, I mean, down here we have there's the opportunity presentation slideshow. There's a compensation plan. What else? We also have there's all kinds of individual brochures that you on some products, and not only that, but videos. So you have a video just on the bath bombs, or you have a video just on the face masks. You have these little 1-minute videos on some of the products. Again, mantra percent product sheets. You got more videos, logos, everything you could think of to build this business. You got training on the AkashX. You got an introductory video on the AkashX. You got explanation on how to get paid. Everything that you want to know about our products, about our culture, about our way of doing business, everything is right here. You just have to sit and go through it. We have the roadmap to ranks. We have the 5 to go, 5 to grow. There's all kinds of, we have a launch pad that tells you about how to get started in the business. Everything you need. So again, just take the time to kind of scroll through this stuff, and you'll be amazed how much information you have. And once you know where it is, then when one of your teammates asks about something, you know right to where to send them. Contact Manager is just a way for you to keep track of your team. You know, you go back here and it tells you what their phone numbers are, what their emails are. You can keep track of what their PV, personal volume, is for the month. Again, this one's from my wife, so it's just one I made up. But again, and you can pull them once you have hundreds and hundreds of people on your team. You can pull them up by email. You can pull them up by first and last name. You can pull them up by type, whether they're an affiliate, a pre-enrollee, a preferred customer, a retail customer. If you know their account number, you can go by either username or account number. There's so many ways that you can pull this up and get all the information you need on individuals. Leaderboard is just a cute little thing that we have to let people know where everybody stands on a monthly basis, as far as who's in the lead, as far as sales and stuff like that. Earnings is a place you can go to check what your earnings are and keep track. Again, this is just this one doesn't get used very much because it's just an example. Bonus tracker. That's for this new bonus we have right now, the Unleash the Power of 4. As you start building your team, it'll keep track of it and let you know how close you are to that $250 bonus. Rank is exactly what it states. It tells ranks for your whole team. Rank recognition is a place where you can see who has made ranks the following year, previous month. Tools is where you can have the MDC Genius app. That is basically it's a fantastic phone app. It can you can download it here and then download it to your phone. The two will connect together, and basically you can run your business off your phone. I mean, everything's on there. I think the thing is funny is you can send the videos to anybody to watch on their phone, and if they tell you they've watched it, you can tell whether or not they watched it or not. Your phone will actually tell you, your app will actually tell you, okay, they just told you they watched the app, the presentation, but that you can see they haven't even looked at it yet. So that kind of knowledge gives you power. You can either say, hey, I don't know, I don't know what you've been watching, but according to my phone, you haven't had a chance to see this yet. Or if it's a friend of yours, you can say, hey, I know you haven't looked at it yet. I can tell from my phone. So please look at it and just let me know what you think. This resources is once again the same as training. But the one thing I do want to bring out that I didn't bring out before is if you see up here in the up here in the corner, you can pull this out so you can have brands. If you want to see what there is for stuff for daily sprays, it's right there. If you want to know, you go put that all the way back to all brands, and you want to know something on I don't know, let's see, logos. It'll bring you up all the logos. But the most important thing here is when you do all this, if you want to know what we have for a certain country. Again, I'm working in Ukraine right now. You click on Ukraine. Everything you see right there is now in Ukrainian. So it's all set up for them as we start to grow. So again, it's just it's so easy. I mean, you haven't got to scroll through everything if you don't want to. What do we got in French? Bang, there's what we got in French. So it's amazing what our company does to make sure we're successful. Going back down here to tools one last time, there's a lot of things in here you can work with, but the next thing I want to show you is international expansion. International expansion, I have people all the time saying, hey, what are we selling in such and such a country? Well, if you go down here, let's pick the Canary Islands. What are we selling the Canary Islands? We're selling all those different products are being sold in Canary Island. Okay, so they're able to sell, obviously they must be part of the EU because they can sell all the different oils and everything. Okay, so, and the same thing for any other, Cameroon. What do we sell in Cameroon? Oh, due to COVID-19, this company selected to temporarily close their borders. Okay, so there's some important information. Okay, Cambodia, same thing. But again, it gives you lots of information. If you go down to, let's go down to Kenya, just an example. Okay, Kenya, you see what we can sell for products. But on top of that, if you scroll down the bottom, it says, look, hey, we got an office in Kenya. Okay, if you have a country that you're wondering if it has an office, if it has an office, it'll show right here. I've been there many times, the Rahani House, 6th floor, Koinange Street and Kenyatta Avenue in Nairobi. Okay, so we know we have an office. We have a country manager, although Cyrus has been promoted, he's now practically managing almost all of Africa now. But again, there's his name, there's his email, and there's his phone number. So if you had somebody in Kenya, and you say you were from South Africa and you had somebody in Kenya that you'd like to introduce to this business, you could actually call the office there, schedule a time for them to visit, have somebody meet them, and they could take them through the business. And because you're the one that sent them, they're going to be your person. But there's going to be people that are going to be willing to help you and make sure that they're allotted all the information that they need to make the decision to join or not. So again, for people who are always calling me and saying, hey, what do we have for products in such and such a country? You just come back here, you click on it, and it'll tell you. And if you want to know if we have an office in the country, just go and again, click on it, scroll down to the bottom of that one and check. And if there is, then you'll also know there'll be some sort of country manager, there'll be somebody to contact. So, and check this often because we do add offices. Sometimes we even remove an office if it's not doing well. So again, it's something you want to check on a regular basis to see if we've got an office, if we've added new products, whatever. So again, very, very important. I think that's it for tools as far as, again, your traffic rotator, where your people land on your left or your right. If you want to change that, the default is it goes left, right, left, right, left, right. But if you suddenly have one side that's really strong and you want everybody to go to the other leg, then you just have to go in traffic rotator and tell it to do that. So if you want everything to be built from now on the left-hand leg, you just tell it to do that and it will do it. So that is pretty well everything that I want to go over today. We've got, I mean, obviously there's some special packs that we have for different markets as far as how what we can sell. We also have samples and things like that for people who want to sell sample or either sell samples or I see somebody's, just mute that one, there we go. We have, if you want to do some specific stuff on a Cash X or High Life Travel, there's a place there. And if you want to go to, if you need support, if you need, you know, you're in Africa and you want support, you can either reach out to the African support people, or you can reach out to the corporate support people right in Las Vegas. You can either call them or you can email them. There's your email support for right in Las Vegas. So again, there's all kinds of ways. If you have products that need to be returned, here are the addresses to return them to. Again, we have tried, I say we, the company has tried to make everything so simple, so easy to do. And I think they've done a great job with it. And now it's just a matter of introducing as many people as possible and knowing what you're talking about by going back to this back office and just going through everything that I showed you today and making sure that when you do introduce people to this and you're sending them to you know, to pre-enroll or anything like that, you know they're going to go see the videos. Make sure they understand they can change the languages. Make sure they know everything they need to know. That you know they have to have the cursor over the video to be able to go to the closed caption. So again, these are all things that we kind of take for granted, but there's so many ways you can enhance your business, enhance the way people see the way you're doing your business, that will help you grow and help you look like a professional. So that's my presentation for today. I hope it has helped you. If I have got you to the point where you're more curious about your back office and want to learn more, if I have shown you some things that maybe you didn't know before, and now you're going to spend more time learning about them, or maybe you just didn't know about the back office really at all and never spent much time back there. And now I think you should, if you're really serious about this business, you should be intrigued about the wealth of information that's there. So again, I hope you guys got a lot out of this. I hope you guys know I'm here for you whenever you need me. Let me just get out of this for a second. You know, I do this because I love it. I do this because I want to help people, and I do it because it brings me joy. So remember, guys, I love all of you. I want every one of you to succeed. You'll never fail because of me or the company. If you fail, it'll be because for one reason or another you failed yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep the faith. Keep the belief. This business, well, anybody in this business can succeed as long as they just, number one, never give up, and number two, just keep plowing forward. You're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days, but overall, down the road, this is a way to financial freedom and a way to build a legacy for your family. So again, love you all. Have a great week. I'll see you next Monday.
Thank you, Dale.
Bye-bye.